Welcome back. On the second part, we focus on your health, and today we focus on the killer disease, cancer. And cancer is quite broad, but today we're going to discuss the lifestyle, most importantly, what we take in, as in what we eat. They say what you eat determines if you are going to enjoy good or poor health, and especially for people living in urban areas and big towns like Nairobi. And joining me in studio is Dr. Sukhvinder Singh, who is an oncologist. He's actually all the way from India. Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much.
Can you kindly correct me on your names first?
Yeah, my name is Dr. Sukhvinder Singh Sagu. I'm a laparoscopic and bariatric surgeon, and I'm trained from International College of Surgeons, Chicago, American College of Surgeons, Chicago, and advanced bariatric surgery I did from Bruges, Belgium. My primary medical school is from India.
And you talked about being an oncologist. What does an oncologist exactly entail?
Yeah, actually, there is a relation between the obesity and some type of cancers. I'm not an oncologist, but yes, we have a relationship with the obesity. The obese people, they are more prone to develop some type of cancers, like colon cancer, intestine cancer, like breast cancer in females.
Talking about
like
obesity.
Uterus cancer, yeah.
Yes.
In the obese females, the prevalence or chances of the cancer is more, which has been already proved, right, as compared to the normal wing females. So we can say the obesity can lead to so many things, and the cancer is one of them.
It means is obesity comes with so many cancers. What foods, and okay, before we go to the foods first, what do you mean by obesity, some people being so big? Is it hereditary or is it lifestyle, basically?
Actually, the obesity is a medical disease. When one person accumulates extra fat and weight, which leads to some health issues later on. Like the eating of a food which is rich in the carbohydrate, rich in the fat, rich in the high calories, will lead to accumulation of extra fat. That will weaken your bones and then make your organs to work harder and harder. So that is why the obese people, they are more prone to have cardiac disorders, because in obese people, the heart has to work very hard. So we can see obese, we can see as a big tree, which will give you many kinds of fruits. Fruits in kind of your medical illnesses. So there can be a diabetes because of the obesity. There can be a hypertension, that is high blood pressure. There can be infertility in young couples. There can be osteoarthritis of the knee. There can be backache. They can be deprived of sleep, obstructive sleep apnea, frequent awakening at night, right? So lack of the sleep is there, then low self-esteem. Some kind of disorders, patients go into depression also because of low self-esteem. So many psychosomatic disorders. So they cannot face the social gathering. So we can see the obesity is a big tree which is giving different kind of fruits in form of medical disease. It's a complex of the disease.
Yes, we can definitely say a lot of bad fruit.
Yeah.
We've seen so many people try to reduce weight, but it hasn't been working. Others go to an extent of taking just lemon water all day through. You're in the office, and at the end of the day, somebody just thinks that I'm going to reduce weight, but checking later, you find that nothing has happened.
Yeah, we do dieting, and with the dieting we lose weight. That is true.
Yes.
Some people, they do the crash dieting. That is not good. Immediately you lose weight, but after that you can regain again the same weight. So why this dieting is not working? Number one reason is because your BMR, body metabolic rate, basal metabolic rate, is not good.
Yes.
So it is low BMR is one of the cause for the regain. One person cannot live on the same diet forever. So you dieting, then again you go to the normal food, then you again regain. Dieting also needs some type of physical activity which we cannot give. With the dieting, we cannot take a personal responsibility. Look, I am doing dieting, but what I say when I was in the party, with the social gatherings, one of my friends says that you eat this is very tasty. So any bad eating we make some other responsible for that. So we are dependent on other person for eating. So that may be the cause for the regain. So I would say if we categorize the obesity and we treat the obesity according to the category, that would be good. Like the main measure to see prediction for the risk factor for the medical illnesses in the obesity is the BMI.
Yes.
BMI is body mass index. So if normal BMI is around 18.5 to 24.9, that is a normal. From 24.9 to 29.9 is an overweight. More than 30, the obesity begins. 30 to 35, grade 1, 35 to 40, grade 2, and more than 40 is the grade 3, that is a morbid obesity. If you fall in the category of grade 1 obesity and the overweight, yes, you can do dieting, you can do exercises, you can do the physical activity, and you can lose weight and you can maintain weight. But if initially your BMI is so high in the grade 4 morbid obesity, then I think dieting would not give you the same results as something else will give you. If you have a comorbid condition that we talked about earlier, obesity related conditions, if you have that kind of comorbid condition and your BMI is on the higher side, then the newly advanced technique is there. The bariatric surgery, that is a bariatric surgery in which I am specialized.
Actually, I wanted us to go to that. Some people are opting for surgery as opposed to trying to reduce weight the natural way. Are there any dangers involved? As opposed to somebody deciding to just lose weight the normal way.
If your category of the obesity is on the higher side, BMI is on the higher side, then definitely bariatric surgery is a blessing for you. And that is not wrong. We are not doing anything against the nature, right?
Yes.
Because when you born with the small stomach. So the size of the stomach has been increased now over the period of time. That is because of our food habits, unhealthy food habits, because of the sedentary lifestyle.
Yes.
Right? So we are going to reverse that procedure. We are going to decrease the size of the stomach. So that is not against the nature. So if your category is on the higher side, BMI is on the higher side, you have a diabetes, hypertension, all these conditions, you can opt for the bariatric surgery. And in the modern era, we have a very good technique, advanced medical field is there. So I think nothing wrong with the bariatric surgery.
You do practice mostly in India. And what brings you to Kenya?
Yeah, good question. So actually, I'm consulting globally with all the international patients from all the countries. So based on my profile of my surgery, my field, so I'm getting patients in India from all parts of the world, like from Kenya also. And you will be surprised that since last 10 years, I'm getting so many patients from Kenya, and we have treated, diabetes totally resolved. Patient has stopped taking insulin. Patient's weight has become 50% of their original weight. Patient stopped taking hypertension medicine. So if we can give patients good quality of life, then it is nothing more than that. So that is why, I'm visiting Nairobi since last 10 years. I'm seeing my patients, I came yesterday and I saw my follow-up patients also, whom I treated earlier. So they are healthy and happily they are coming to me, and we are just having a party over here now.
Measuring the party, let's get to the cost. We've seen many Kenyans go to India for treatment, or in your case, you coming to see your patients. What's the difference in cost? Which is better, having the patient fly all the way to India, or having yourself coming here to Kenya and see the patient itself?
Yeah, depends on the profile of the patient. Some patients need some extra care, like they have comorbid condition, they need the heart monitoring and other monitoring. So high-risk patient, definitely I would like them to go to India. But yes, the patients with the less morbid condition can be managed over here. They can be operated here. That is not an issue.
You mentioned surgery. What is the cost of the surgery you talked about?
So I think the cost of the surgery, it varies from which type of surgery, it according to the profile of the patient, which type of surgery patient needs. It varies from, you can say, $5,500 to maybe $9,000, $10,000.
And many Kenyans, and especially those, some of us who live in urban centers, we are prone to eating junk food. Why is it that you find that the lifestyle diseases come with the foods, but we can't do anything about it? The food that we take, we buy from perhaps restaurants, sometimes we carry for ourselves. So where exactly and what exactly can we do so that...
You know, the Kenyan Demographic Health Survey was done in 2009. And at that time, the result was that 23% of African patients, they are more prone to be obese, right? And the urban areas have more prone to get an obesity.
Yes.
At the same time, they concluded that in Nairobi, the prevalence of obesity is 42%.
Nairobi, 42%?
Yeah, only Nairobi was 42%, and nationalized in Kenya, it was 23%. I'm talking about 2009. But now, prevalence of the obesity is more than 50% in Kenyan females.
Okay.
Prevalence of overweight, being on overweight and obesity is more than 80%. So we can say that 20% of African females, they are categorized in the normal BMI category.
Okay.
And you were asking about why the urbanization.
Yes. Actually, before we go to the urbanization, let's first of all have a look at if I want to lose weight, and you've talked about it being a lifestyle disease. If I want to lose weight, what should I eat? And for an obese person, what he or she should eat?
Like, definitely the causes, if we see the causes of the obesity, there are many causes, and one of the causes lifestyle imbalance. Another is your unhealthy food eating, then is the genetic, so many causes are there. According to that, we need to manage ourselves, right? Diet, you know, the diet word, that came from the German word, that is a dieta.
Okay.
Dieta, from dieta, the word diet came, and the dieta means way of living. It's not a food. Okay. Diet doesn't mean food. Dieta means way of living, how we live. So when we talk about how to live, then it includes your food habits, food content, your lifestyle, and other modification, other habits which you have to change.
Yes. Let's talk about urbanization and lifestyle. Urbanization has really, I can say, fueled obesity and lifestyle diseases that come with it.
Actually, urbanization is a major cause of prevalence of obesity in Kenya also and in India also. Because, you know, by urbanization, we are going into the Western culture. So we are going away from our traditional foods, which we had.
Yes.
Doesn't matter it is India or it's Kenya.
Yes.
Our tradition, culture, and the food are taken away from us. So the result is that we are dependent on the Western food.
Yes.
What is the Western food? It's a fast food. It is full of carbohydrate.
Yes.
It's less of the protein, less of the fiber, full of the sugar. You know, the fast food, because of the busy schedule also, we are more convenient with the fast food. We are going on the highway. Takeaway facilities are available. We take our fast food in the car and we consume our food. So what we are consuming? We are consuming the high calorie diet.
Yes.
And that will be deposited, extra calorie would be deposited as a fat. So if we talk about our food habits, we need to understand the four things: what to eat, how to eat, how much to eat, and when to eat.
Yes.
So these four things are very important. Like what to eat. So I'll give you an example of one thing that we always say that I take only small portions, why I'm getting weight, why I'm gaining weight.
Yes.
So if we talk about, we take an example of 100 gram of the portion. If the 100 grams of the portion, it contains baked potato, it will give you 93 calories.
Okay.
You know, if it contains fries, it will give you 253 calories.
Whoa.
The same portion of
big jump.
Yeah. So same portion of 100 grams, if we take chips, that will give to 533 calories. So the 100 grams we are taking, but we are taking the different contents with the different calories, and we cannot consume.
Indeed.
So if we stress upon one parameter that we should restrict the calories, that is not sufficient. So because the life will not go on one wheel,
Yes.
at least there should be two wheels.
Yes.
And the two wheels are calorie restriction with calorie consumption.
Okay.
You
That's
say,
actually traffic.
yeah, you are taking less calories, it's okay, but you are not consuming it.
Okay.
How you are going to lose weight? So we need to restrict the calories, and plus we have to burn the calories also.
Because of interest of time, I want you to look straight in this camera and talk to anyone especially who is having camera for this one here about lifestyle and how perhaps to best take care of your body.
Yeah. So one, we have talked about the food habits. Number two is your lifestyle. Why we are adding weight? Because we are working in an office, we are going by car, we are not walking, we have a sedentary lifestyle. You know, when we watch TV and we are eating, we have no control. If I want glass of water, I will order for that. I will not go walking and take the glass of water. Instead of, if I am not watching TV, then definitely I will be doing all work with me. So number one is you have to indulge yourself in a physical activity. Do exercise. Exercise must. Burn your calories. If you are not obese, you want a healthy lifestyle, around 30 minutes mandatory for you every day for the exercise. 2.5 hours a week. If you are obese, want to lose weight, you have to work out 1 hour per day, 5 to 6 hours a week. That is mandatory. Lifestyle changes is very important. You please leave your sedentary lifestyle. Please leave.
Indeed.
Number two is have a good sleep. Very important. You know, maybe some of you have already experienced when we are not sleeping at night, we keep on taking something that's a binge diet. Sometimes we take chips, sometimes we take some other things. So that is a binging of diet. That is not good. Have a good sleep. Because you know it is scientifically proved also, when you are sleeping, then the leptin hormone is increased in your body. Leptin hormone, it gives you satiety, it depresses your hunger. But if you are awakening all night, then another hormone, ghrelin, will increase, and the ghrelin will cause a lot of hunger.
Yes.
So have a good sleep, keep your stress away.
Stress.
Keep your stress away. The more the stress you have, the more hunger you have, you will consume more. Number three is eat mindfully. This is not there that every day I have to eat the same thing. You have to judge yourself. If you feel hungry, then have a full meal. If you don't feel hungry, don't skip the food. You can have some vegetables. Small portions. You can have vegetables, fruits, all these things.
Okay. Indeed. Thank you so much. But unfortunately, our time is up. We were speaking to Dr. Sukhvinder Singh of the Apollo Spectra Hospitals all the way from New Delhi, India, talking about lifestyle and how perhaps we can help our body eat well, sleep well, avoid stress. Well, that's it for this week's edition of Your Health.